Ash has reached his true form. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here. We're back with another Pokémon 2019 anime review, and unfortunately guys, I got some sad news because this will be the last review for a while because the series is unfortunately going on a mini hiatus. Yes guys, I know it sucks, but this was the last episode for a while. Yes, we got confirmed titles like the upcoming War Pico episode, the Karina episode, Team Rocket. Is so sad. Like we know about these titles, but because they can't, produce any more episodes right now, they're just going to take a mini hiatus. So we really don't know when the series is coming back. But don't worry, guys. Even though this is going to be the last review for a while, I'll still try my best to produce weekly videos for you all. So stay tuned. With that being said, guys, let's get into this with the summary and my thoughts. Starting things off with Ash and Go having a nice little moment where they're competing, seeing who could draw the best Garchomp. And I think Ash won this one because I'm sorry, but Go's looks nothing like freaking Garchomp. I'm like, what the heck? And of course, they asked their Pokemon. Pikachu's like, making the decision. I think he says Ash's, but, Go asks Raboot, and Raboot's just giving him the cold shoulder like always. The two actually end up in Littleroot town and are staying in the Hoenn region for 4 days, which is pretty interesting, which means that they've been in the Hoenn region for a total of 5 days, which is, I think, the most that they stayed in the region, like, other than Kanto, of course. So it seems like they've been going to Hoenn pretty frequently. The two are here to study the beautifly migration. We got this nice funny moment of Ash freaking as a beautifly, and like it's just Go's imagination saying, oh man, what if Ash was a beautifly? And even Ash as a beautifly is like, oh, these winds are strong, but I won't stop being, competitive as always. I gotta say, I like how Ash and Go have been growing to be two really cool best friends. They're almost like brothers. They can joke around a lot, and at the beginning of the series, they had the differences, but it seems like they're, starting to rub off on each other, which is pretty cool. The group ends up running into a group of Zigzagoons, and I like what happened here because, as we know, when Raboot was a score bunny on its own, it used to steal food and basically play tricks. So I like how Raboot instantly knew that the Zigzagoons were playing tricks, trying to steal the food. And for some reason, Raboot ends up looking at the Zigzagoons and stuff, seeing like what's going on with them. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, it actually gets explained later on in the episode. Also, throughout the episode, Go's trying to catch another Wurmple, which I don't understand why he just doesn't catch the middle stage for Beautifly. That makes a lot more sense, but he wants to evolve another Wurmple, I guess, to see if it'll evolve into the right form, but you make life so much easier, Go. Just catch the middle stage. Then we get to the moment of this hilarious joke I saw on Twitter by Melee Picaner that said Raboot going out for his midnight smoke, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Shout out to that person on Twitter. And yeah, but basically, Raboot's actually sneaking out the house to go and actually go hang out with those Zigzagoons, but Go doesn't realize at first. Interesting things in this episode is that Go ends up mentioning and realizing how close Ash and Pikachu truly are, and every time he tries and looks at Raboot, Raboot's just like giving him the cold shoulder always, and it's really Go's fault that happened. Don't forget in the episode where Scorbunny evolved, Go wasn't trying to teach him to move, and so I can see why Raboot's so against Go right now. Not even giving Go one of his apples, and this is what goes on another one of his tangents where he's like, do you really hate me that much? But the lady who was selling the apples were like, this reminds me of my son. Raboot's just going through a rebellious phase, just like her son. Like, this is the age where it goes through that phase, which all the Galarian starters middle stage look like they go through like that rebellious phase, which is pretty interesting. Raboot keeps going out every night. Go tries to follow him, but of course he can't keep up with him because, he doesn't want to get spotted. Then they actually get to the Beautifly migration, and it's like, Go, this is your time to catch one of these Beautiflies. But I actually like that Go, didn't actually try and catch one. Instead, Ash was like, are you going to try and catch one? Go's like, nah, are you going to battle one? And Ash was like, it just doesn't feel right. Like, I get what they're doing. Like, they just want the Beautiflies to be in the moment. It was just such an in the moment, like, scene. So I really do like that they didn't want to try and battle or catch any of these Pokemon. Go also ends up telling Ash, stay up tonight, like pretend to be sleeping because we're going to go and check out what Raboot's been doing. And turns out that Raboot's actually been hanging out with a Lombre and two Zigzagoons and actually been dancing with them. And I was like, what the heck? Can I just say Raboot has the moves too? Like, my gosh, my boy Raboot is out here getting down and boogieing. I was like, go ahead, Raboot. And the apples that Go actually got for Raboot earlier, Raboot ends up sharing them with these Pokemon. And this is where Go actually sees Raboot smiling for the first time since it evolved. This is where he comes to the conclusion that, Raboot might be happier without Go. And actually challenging Raboot and his group to a dance battle, which this was a pretty interesting moment too. It was like a dance battle to see who gets the land, basically. And at first, Raboot and his group is losing, but Go actually ends up coming out and helping Raboot to get on beat. And I actually like this moment because finally Go is supporting Raboot and something he does. This moment was really crucial because, when Scorbunny was trying to learn the fire type moves, Go wasn't supporting Raboot at all or Scorbunny at all. It's like, you don't need this move. You got quick attack and double kick, so use those moves. But Scorbunny was determined to use it. Here, Go's actually helping Raboot. Like, okay, you want to do this, I'll help you. And I feel like this was the crucial moment that Raboot needed to see that his trainer still cared about him. And I gotta say, after Scorbunny evolved, I was really sad because Scorbunny was like the really cute, friendly Pokemon. But Raboot in this episode really did have that Scorbunny personality again, which I really loved a lot. Like, it was so good to see Raboot happy again because with Go, it just shows like it doesn't care. And actually, the Loudreds end up joining, in the dance. Like, they're just like, all right, we might as well just share this land together, have a good time. And Raboot ends up killing it with finishing off with the Leon pose. To be honest, this final scene actually got me because I thought Farewell with Raboot was going to be Raboot leaves Go because, he just got sick and tired of him to the point where he's like, just forget you. And then I thought Go was actually going to be like, all right, fine, you want to stay here, then stay. Like, because that's how Go's character kind of is. Like, he kind of gets negative really quickly. So I thought that was going to be the case. But actually, Go was happy for Raboot like that. He was finally happy again and decided, you stay here with these Pokemon. And for once, Ash finally steps up to Go and he's like, you're not doing the right thing. Basically, Go ended up leaving Raboot without saying goodbye or anything. And his were, Ash is like, you're just going to leave? Like, you're not going to say goodbye or anything? Which Go's like, Raboot's happy now. He wasn't happy with me. And it's like, all right, I'm not, going against your decision, but you should at least told Raboot what you were doing. Like, you shouldn't just ditch him like that. You feel like you're abandoning him. And once Go realizes this, he tries to get off the train, but the train doors have closed and freaking is taking off. And I actually thought that Go actually left Raboot. Like, I thought this was going to be an arc in the series maybe where, he left Raboot, but they couldn't go back to Hoenn for a while because maybe Sakuragi was low on funds or something like that. And, we had a few episodes without Raboot. I was like, whoa, this is about to be crazy. And Go actually was starting to remember all the good times that they shared. And sadly, he couldn't make it. Like, the train was too far gone for him to get off and go get Raboot. It was too late. And I gotta say, I truly love the emotions expressed in the scene. Go was really having like a breakdown. Like, what have I done? Basically, like, this truly shows Raboot, like, Go really does care about him at the end. Which is where the big reveal comes and Raboot freaking comes through the door like, what? My guess is, Raboot sensed Go leaving and, decided to go ahead and go onto the train. And I bet you Raboot was mad at Go at first, like, wow, you really ditched me. But after hearing Go crying and like, Raboot, no, like, Raboot realized, Go really does care. Which Go finally gets an apple from Raboot. And Raboot ends up showing a smile to Go. And it truly does show that Raboot is kind of going through a rebellious phase because when it smiles, it's like, no, I'm not smiling. It starts blushing and covering his mouth. And it really does show that Raboot still does care for Go at the end of the day. And I'm glad that they resolved this plot. I thought it would have been pretty interesting if, Raboot actually stayed in Hoenn for a while. But to be fair, I'm glad that they figured this out sooner or later. And hopefully we can start to see Go and Raboot getting along again better. In the final scene as well, Go takes a picture with Raboot. And yes, we get to see Raboot smiling and blushing. So it does show Raboot still cares about Go. And I just like the contrast of Go and Raboot. Like, when Scorbunny was looking for Go in Galar, they had the whole train sequence where freaking Scorbunny was trying to catch up with them on the train, but couldn't get Go's attention. Now here we have Go on the train trying to get Raboot back. So it really does show that they both truly do care for each other. And I gotta say, this is a pretty solid episode. Surprisingly, the scene where Go and Raboot were in the rain training was not a part of this episode. It's actually part of the next episode where Goldrix actually caused the rainstorm. And I'm guessing that Raboot's going to be the one that helps the Cascoons evolve. But this is a pretty solid episode for Go, I got to say. I expected it to be a bit different, but I like how it went down. And I like that Go and Raboot truly have came back together as partners. Once again, everyone, this is unfortunately the final review for a while. But don't worry. When the series starts back up, I will be back to review the series. And I will continue to make videos for you all to, keep watching throughout these next few weeks. More predictions, more theories, everything good like that. Please, in the comments down below, drop some video ideas and suggestions that you all would like to see, because yeah, you know, this, we don't know how long this is gonna last. I want to keep you all entertained and, you know, just keep the community up to date. Thank you all so much for the support throughout, you know, watching these videos throughout this series. Like, I didn't expect for this to, you know, happen so soon, like these videos to stop. But don't worry, guys, I will be back with the reviews, trust me. In the comment section down below, let me know what you all thought of today's episode, and please just drop some video idea suggestions. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoy. Trayman1, peace out.